Hey guys, C&M Aquatics here, and today we're going to be doing a video on how to clean a nano tank. Now I'm sure many of you have nano tanks, I'm sure many of you clean them yourselves, but today I'm just going to go over some tips and tricks that I use, the techniques and tools, and maybe you guys will learn something, and if not, maybe I'll learn something. Maybe you guys can leave a comment of something that you do that you didn't see in this video. With that being said, let's jump right into it. This is my 5-gallon Pisces nano tank. It houses my pea puffer by himself, and it's been getting a little dirty. As you can see, there's some poop, snail poop, puffer poop, dead snails, some algae growing, and today we are going to clean all of it and get it looking amazing. For today's video cleaning the nano tank, these are the tools that I will be using. A pitcher for putting dead trimmings and snails, a pipette for sucking small stuff up, tweezers, curvy scissors for trimming, a toothbrush for scraping off the rock in the bucket, an algae scraper, and a 5-gallon bucket with a siphon. Okay, now that we have our hands washed and they're not dirty, we're going to take the lid off and we're going to use our magnetic algae scraper to scrape all the algae away. The walls are all scraped of algae. Now we're going to take out this white rock and toss it over here into this 5-gallon bucket I have on standby. Have to get this guy out of there. There's some dead plants on him already. I'm going to shake that off. And plop. Now before you do that, you obviously want to make sure the fish isn't in there. Hello, Mr. Pufferfish. Now that the white rock is removed, I'm going to go through with my hands and pick out all of the dead snails, and then do some plant trimming. So as you saw in that time lapse, that plant was so rotten at its base, it had just completely disintegrated and we had to get rid of it entirely. So now we're just scooping the excess out. Hey guys, sorry for the quick change of scenery, but we're going to take a trip to the fish store real quick and see what kind of new plant we can get for the fish tank since the other one was completely dead. It's got the sandy bottom. Sandy bottom, plus the grass will look cool. So we are back from the fish store. We got some Anubias and a little, I'll get a better shot, some Anubias and some dwarf hairgrass, and we're gonna put those in the tank to replace the Anacreus. So as you can see, we have the anchor wrapped around the dwarf hairgrass to keep it from floating away. And it does do well in sandy substrate, so it should be a perfect fit for the tank. And personally, I like having different plants on each side. I think it gives it a good sense of depth and space. So hopefully he'll enjoy it too and we can catch him hanging out in there. So we were just talking, and what we're gonna do is take that dragon rock out and just replace it with the white rock in the bucket. Now you can see we took the brown dragon rock out. We're gonna let everything settle, all that particles, all the dirt, the dust, the poop, everything. We're gonna grav vac it out, and then we're gonna replace it with the white rock. So we're gonna check in with this maybe about an hour and see how it looks then. As you can see, when she sucks it up, the gravel stays on the bottom, but the debris floats up into the water. And then you can just let the gravel fall out and then squirt the debris water into a bucket. So now that we've pipetted or turkey basted everything out, we're going through with just your normal siphon and gonna siphon everything that you couldn't get. All the bigger stuff, all the poop that's deep down there. I forgot to film this part and add it to the video, but once you're finished with the grav vac, don't forget to rinse your filter in the water which you siphoned from your tank. Never rinse a filter in tap water. This could shock the pH, temperature, and hardness of the tank. Alright guys, so we're back at the 5-gallon nano tank. It has completely settled and it is looking great. Replacing the Anacreus on the left hand side with the dwarf hairgrass and the Nubius was an amazing decision. I love the difference in depth that it creates. Also, taking the dragon rock out of the middle and just leaving the white rock created a lot more space for the fish to swim around. And in such a small tank, it feels a lot less cluttered, and I think it flows a lot better. So let's get some close-up shots and see how it looks.